last thing also about what he said. He said, like, there is a difference between dictatorship and democracy in terms of investigation. Israel does its own investigation. I'm just wondering, because Israel is not just, the democracy in Israel is not analogous to Western Europe or to the United States, because it's still an occupying force, and that's the difference, fundamental difference between Israel and the rest of the democracies, because it has an army that's occupying people by force in the West Bank and Gaza as well, even if they withdraw the troops. So my question to you is this, how do you judge him if most of this investigation, basically the results have no accountability for most of the soldiers, because even if it's a democracy, Israel does not have a track record of investigating itself and give us a credible record that we can go by and we say, yes, they are right, because they are capable of doing that.
So a few things. First, just broadly speaking, Israel is a democracy, and Israel does have checks and balances inside its system that are very different than when you look at Russia. Israel does have a track record of conducting investigations into its military and at times imposing accountability measures. We have seen them do that. They have made those accountability measures in public in the past. It doesn't mean that those are always at the level that we would want from the United States government. It doesn't mean it's always at the level that other interested parties would want. But they do have a track record, including in this conflict, of opening investigations. They don't always publicize them, but they have made us aware of investigations that they are conducting. And we will look to see that those investigations are fair, and that if accountability is merited, that accountability is what is imposed. And so they have a long track record of going back of investigating soldiers and others who take actions that are inconsistent with humanitarian law or inconsistent with the Israeli military code of conduct. But that said, we also make our own assessments. And we will make our own assessments based on the facts, based on the law, and we will call it like we see it. But I do think it is a bit of a false equivalency. It's not to say, and by that I mean, I'm not trying to criticize you. It's not to say that Israel should be immune from criticism. They absolutely shouldn't. But it is a very different system than Russia and other countries that have no. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not quibbling with your question at all. With other countries that have no means of mechanism, or that don't have a free press that demands accountability, or don't have freedom of speech and open debate. You see protests in Israel. You see the free press digging into things that they're doing. And you, of course, see their own internal accountability mechanisms. But as I said, we will continue to monitor and make our own assessments.